Hey everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We're just going to do a really quick energy check-in. This is going to be for the sign of Leo. Keep in mind these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those resonate more. I'm also available for private readings. The prices range from $30 to $125. You can get all that information in the description box. Usually it's about a 24-hour turnaround time, with the exception of Sunday, which I take off. So get all that information in the description box. If you're on TikTok, just go to my bio and click on my Instagram, and that will give you everything that you need. All right, so we're just doing a quick energy check for Leo. What's going on with your energy? What do you need to be aware of? What messages are wanting to come through right now? Every reading so far, it's the message has been to focus on the balance within your relationships. And if there is not that balance and harmony within your relationships, that needs to be the priority in doing whatever you can to restore balance. And sometimes that means that you need to pull back and stop doing so much. But in order to bring in and manifest anything, abundance, love, money, whatever, your energy has to be in balance. And if you have relationships that are out of balance, if there's an imbalance within your work life, you're going to start seeing that affect your own money inflow, your own inflow of love. If you don't feel balanced, nothing else around you is going to be. I feel like for you, in order to restore balance, I feel like you need to let go of trying to fix everything. You need to take a step back and focus on your inner world, what your inner world is needing, your emotional world, your feminine energy, your own healing. I also feel like it's almost like you need to take a step back and let the answers come to you, let the insight flow to you. It's like you're trying to get 2 steps ahead of everything. You're trying to fix all of the problems. And I feel like you're in kind of like hyper mode, and it's keeping everything out of balance. You need to be in a space of peace, because you need to be sitting in your feminine energy, because that's where you receive. Everything flows to you in receptive mode, right? Let's see what else wants to come through. I also kind of feel like for some of you, you haven't given yourself enough time and space to heal. To heal from some kind of difficulty, some kind of relationship difficulty. Yeah, I think that that's your fear, that if you don't do anything, that nothing's gonna, like, your fear is not doing nothing. Your fear is sitting in silence. Your fear is nothing happening. And honestly, that's what you need to be able to do to build solid relationships. I also feel like for some of you, you have already done that. Like you have taken a step back. You have tried to give yourself more space. You've tried to give yourself more rest. And I feel like you might not be seeing anything happening and it's starting to freak you out a little bit. I do feel that you need to let go of how you think that this is supposed to start moving forward and just let it happen. It's like you've been dealing with the same cycle over and over and over again, but you keep going about it the same way. Let me get a little bit more clarity. I also feel that when you give yourself space, you're overthinking way too much. You're overanalyzing too much. And that's the same as putting in effort. It's not giving yourself space to rest. Oh, this is gonna be all fucked up. Oh well. Alright, let's get a little more clarity on this. You have a huge fear of letting go of control. You're desperately holding on to something, hoping that it won't fall apart, but you kind of need to let it fall apart. Because it's kind of like blocking your own creativity. I also feel like it's like you so desperately want to have something or manifest something, but you have like tunnel vision on how you think that this is supposed to show up, how you think that this is supposed to happen, how you want other people to perceive you in all of this. And so you feel like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to manifest, but you're still holding on. Like you're desperately holding on to the same perception. You're desperately holding on to the same like tunnel vision. And you have to kind of like let yourself be uncomfortable, and you have to be willing to make other people uncomfortable too. Tell me a little bit more, like how is this showing up for you right now? You're not happy with the progress. You're not happy with the progress that you've been making. You're not happy with the progress that other people have been making. But I feel like it's because of where you feel like you're not getting what you want at all. So why is this? You're still holding on to the past. You think that you've let go of the past, but emotionally you're still holding on to it. How is this showing up a little bit more? You're still waiting and you're not taking the right. It's like you're pulling yourself back and getting in your feminine energy, but you're still waiting. Like you're still waiting. You're still looking. You're still looking for the kickback. The kickback, is that the right word? These cards are... Okay. You're not trusting that you'll be supported in getting what you want. But you have to allow divine timing. You have to change the way you're approaching It's like you're still getting triggered by the same thing. You're still angry about the same things. You're still resentful about the same things. You're still holding on to the same perception. You're still in the space of waiting for somebody to show up. It's like you pulled yourself back. You feel like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but it's like you're not letting go of control. Like you're not giving space for things to flow. You're still feeling like it's like you're not trusting other people. You're not trusting other people to do the right thing. I think I kind of ran into this with a client a few months back. It was like, she was wanting to see more balance in her relationship and a shift in her relationship. And then so it was like, okay, this is what you do, and then you have to let this person kind of step up and do their part. But she had no faith in that person at all. She's like, well, this person's irresponsible. They're I can't trust this person, and so they're not going to do it. Well, if that's how you feel about that person, then why are you even in the relationship, right? It's like you're feeling like you're taking a step back to restore balance. You feel like you're stepping back. You feel like you're sitting in your feminine energy. You feel like you're sitting in that space of receiving, but you don't trust. You don't even trust God. You don't trust your guides. You don't trust the universe to match that energy and do their part. It's like you're saying, okay, I'll do this, but you never come through for me, so I might as well not get my hope up. And that's why you keep spinning in the same cycle. You're physically doing what you're supposed to be doing, but mentally you don't trust it. So you're like kind of like, yeah, you're still being very stubborn in your beliefs, and that affects your ego. And because you're a Leo, you have to, oh, you're not a Leo. Are you? Am I doing Leo? Oh my God. I am doing Leo. Yeah, because, sorry. Maybe that's a kind of like, remember who the fuck you are. Because you're Leo, your ego, it's very important that you keep that in check. And that's not to say that you're an egotistical person, but you have to be mindful of, is this coming from ego or is this coming from spirit? And there's a whole, like, you can Google it, right? You can Google ego versus soul, and it'll give you a whole, like, this is ego, this is soul. Like, soul is we, soul is trust. Soul is trusting where you are. Ego is like, oh, nothing ever goes my way, right? So you just have to kind of be mindful of that. If you're holding resentment, if you're holding anger, then your solar plexus is still kind of is going to be out of whack. And so you have to be really careful of that. You have to be open to, like, ultimate love. Like, the universe is going to shower you with blessings. The universe loves you. You have to be open. You have to trust that if you want something bad enough, you have to trust that the other end of this is going to flow to you. And if you don't trust that that's going to flow to you, then you need to just let it go altogether. Because as long as you're not trusting it to happen, or not trusting the person, then you're again sitting in that ego space. All right, hope you guys have a good week.